Hello everyone, I am YaKeecha Sartor with Lady Armor Jewelry. Thank you for joining me for this week's edition of Winning Wednesday. Every week, I endeavor to give you a little bit of inspiration to get you over that midweek slump. So today I want to talk to you about tracking your progress. Recently, at the close of last year, I was looking over my goals for the previous year, for that year, to see how I had done. Like, had I accomplished the things that I wanted to in my business? And I realized that that ultimate goal that I wanted to reach, I had not gotten there, that I had fallen short. Actually, I wasn't even close to what I wanted to do. And I was like, oh man, but before I could even get discouraged with myself or disappointed in myself, I felt like the Lord told me, hey, write down what you did accomplish for the year. And I said, okay, well, I'll do that. So I grabbed pen and paper and I started writing down all of the things that I did during that year from the beginning of the year. And I started writing and writing and writing. And then when I got to the end, I had written down 10 things that I had accomplished over the year. And let me say that 6 of those things were brand new ideas that the Lord had given me specifically for my business. And when I looked at those things, I realized that, hey, I really did a great thing. I really had a great year, and I was much further along than I actually thought I was, and I really did accomplish a lot. Even though I hadn't reached that big pie in the sky that I had hoped, I actually had made progress and did a lot of great things during that year. And so I am encouraging you to write down your things, track your progress, because oftentimes, whether we're on a weight loss journey or whatever it is, we tend to get discouraged because we haven't reached that ultimate goal. But because you're thinking, hey, I didn't get to the dress size that I wanted to before this class reunion, or I haven't lost the weight that I wanted to. But if you track your progress, think about, have you lost any weight? Have you dropped any dress sizes at all? Can you actually walk farther than you could the year before? Are you moving and active throughout the year where before you haven't exercised in years? So look at those small steps and you realize, hey, I am making progress. You may not have reached that ultimate goal, but you've made progress. And to bring this home to bring it closer to home and to help you understand it a little more, the Lord gave me this example, and I just think it was amazing. Of course it is, coming from Him. But the idea was, think about building a home. If you're going to build your own home, there are so many things that are involved in that process. Once you have selected the home you want, then you would have the blueprints of that home. And then you would give the blueprints to the contractor, to the construction managers, because you want to make sure that everyone is on the same page and that they can see the vision that you have for your home. But after 2 months, you don't give your blueprints to the construction manager and then come back 2 months later and says, where's my house? They would look at you like you're crazy. Like, what do you mean? Of course the house isn't ready. Because if you're in the area where I am, if you're in the country or the suburbs, first thing you have to do is figure out where you're going to build your home. You have to acquire the land. And once you've acquired the land, you got to survey the land. And you may even have to clear out the land. And then when you clear the land, then the next decision is, where do you want the home on the property? Closer to the road, further away? How many acres do you have? Where do you want the home to be situated on your property? You have to go through all of those steps, and you haven't even got started with building the home. Once you've got past those preliminary planning stages, because you're in preparation for your home, you're planning, then you're in that preparation stage. Next, you go to the construction phase. In that phase, you actually start on the foundation of your home. They dig the foundation, they lay the foundation, then you got to let the foundation cure. Then next you have your framing and your roofing and your insulation and your wiring and your sheetrock. And it keeps building. You got to put in your HVAC unit. You got to select your appliances and your fixtures and your paint and your floors. So many different steps that you have to take in that entire process of building the home of your dreams. So when it comes to the life of your dream, the business of your dream, the marriage of your dream, the education that you want to, that degree of your dreams, you have to look at it as if you're in the construction process. There's a part where you're planning, you are preparing, and then you're actually constructing that. And you make sure that in that building process, you have reasonable expectations. So when it comes to your business, to your marriage, to your education or your career, you need to make sure that you don't have unreasonable expectations. You realize there's an ultimate goal that you want to get to. But make sure if you're tracking your progress, you can see that, hey, I haven't reached the goal, but I'm on my way. I'm building a solid foundation. And as long as you're building that solid foundation, you continue to build upon that. Eventually, you will have that career, business, love, marriage, home of your dreams. But what I want you to do, if you are discouraged about where you are right now in your life, you feel like you're not making any progress, I want you to grab pen and paper and write down the progress that you have made towards that dream. Maybe you haven't started to move forward, but once you write down something, now you realize some steps that you need to take in order to reach that goal. So my task for you, my challenge for you is to get pen and paper, write out your progress, and realize that, hey, you have made progress, because I promise you that if you get into the habit of tracking your progress, you will see that you are much closer to that dream than you were when you got started. So I want you to track your progress and win. Thank you for joining me for this week's edition of Winning Wednesday. I enjoyed coming here and sharing with you, and I hope you are enjoying these segments as well. If you are, leave me a comment below, share the video with your family and friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Lady Armor Jewelry. And before I go, in the words of Zig Ziglar, remember that you were born to win. But in order to win, you must plan to win, prepare to win, expect to win, because you were born to win. God bless you. God loves you. I love you. And I will see you next time on my next episode of Winning Wednesday. Bye.